all the receivers they brought in at the draft. That added competition. What does that do for the room? What's that done for the room?
It's been competitive since we've been here, man. It's a competitive league, so I don't think much changed. It's just, we just added more playmakers to the room.
I didn't get a chance to talk to you during the spring. Last time I really got a chance to see you was at the end of the game in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what that recovery was like for you?
It was definitely a long recovery. It took a lot of patience. Probably took about 5 months to be feeling good. So yeah, it took a while. It took a lot of patience.
And through the season, you still made yourself available, but you took some big hits as a returner and,
no doubt.
and in games, right?
Yep.
So talk about your assignment headed into this season.
It's the same goal, same objective, just to be better than I was last year. Honestly, just be better as a whole, be better as a team. That's the goal going into every single year. So yeah, that's our mindset, just getting better.
Where do you think you can get better? Where do you think there's room for growth?
There's room for growth everywhere, man. Just being confident in the playbook, playing fast, catching the ball, run after catch, route running, blocking. It's always places to get better. There's no places you're perfect at, so everywhere.
I saw you today kind of setting your own standard. Like after a play, you came over and talked to your receivers coach right away and said, hey, what am I supposed to do here? I mean, you're trying to fix yourself in progress at practice today, right?
Yeah, man, it's always room to improve, like I said. Whether I know the playbook, front to back, I know the playbook, and, it's just different things you can learn and get better at. It's always places to get better. You never can be perfect in, any fashion. So even if you did make the play, it's probably something you could have did a little better. So, yeah.
Where during that 5-month recovery process do you feel like you also improved? Because you can just get back to where you were, but do you feel like you improved in any category?
Honestly, I felt good when I was able to throw the ball. So I wasn't able to throw the ball for a while. I was using my left hand the whole time. So when I was able to, get a little rotation in my right arm, that's when I felt pretty good.
At what point was that? Do you remember?
Probably 4 months later, 5 months later. Yeah.
What can you say about the physicality? I know you guys have talked about the sense of urgency of this group, but out there you can just tell that the physicality, and even with no pads on, it's almost like you guys want to put the pads on.
No question, man. That's just the standard we set. We go out there and play hard as we could, no matter what. But we also got to do a great job of taking care of each other because we don't have pads right now, and mistakes can be made. So we got to be smart.
Jayden, overall, I guess, how far do you think this offense is to, you say, being at the level that you guys expected to like, how far away do you think you guys are from that, especially just, even though it's early on in camp, do you feel like the steps are kind of
I definitely think we're off to a good start as far as energy and the way we've been playing fast and, competitive. It's been very competitive these past few days, but I think we're light years ahead of where we can be, so we just got to continue to work. Just hound in on the details right now. That's very important for us.
Now the 3 years you've been here, or the third year, what has Mark Murphy meant to the players in this locker room?
He's been tremendous for us. I thanked him today, knowing this was his last day here. So I went up to him. I thanked him for everything, because, without him, we wouldn't be standing in this locker room right now. So, he's been a tremendous help to all of us, very supportive, and, he gets this thing done. So I appreciate him for that.
Jayden, you've had two really good years to start your career here. In terms of where to take that next, do you set any goals for year 3?
Man, I have team goals. My team goals go way ahead of my individual goals, man. Like, as long as we win, I think everything good is going to happen for everybody else. So, I'm not really worried about, what's going to happen with me. Honestly, I'm worried about, how the team going to do and things like that. So, at the end of the day, I'm big on just having good energy because I believe the ball finds good energy. So, just being that team, you can get catches or not. I'm out there today. I don't think I even had a catch today, but I'm hyped up after I'm blocking. I'm hyped up after Wick scoring. I'm hyped up after anybody catch the ball. So, I don't really care about individual goals. I'm bigger on team goals. So.
How did you kind of get that attitude?
Sort of along those lines, Jayden. How does the offense going to handle? I'm sure I asked you the same thing last year, but you guys probably have more options on offense now than even last year.
Yeah, 100%.
So how do you guys handle it? I'm sure Tucker would like more chances than you probably would. Luke's back, and so on and so on. How do you guys handle it?
Just executing, man. You know, he's got many different reads to go through, and whatever read is the right read, he's going to make the right read. So at the end of the day, many different players going to make a play, like you said. You know, it's just more playmakers, so more plays going to be made. So
do you have to? You third year here. You finally got some leadership here now.
No question.
Do you have to have that talk with some people? Some of the young guys coming in and say, hey, you're going to have to be patient or whatever?
It's not even that, man. Everybody time come when they come, you know. You got to be ready at any given moment. You know, those guys, they got to be ready to play because, you know, we count on them. Those are good players. So, you know, we're not looking to wait on anything or wait on anybody. You know, it's time to catch up with the pace because, you know, we got goals to reach, and they understand that. So there's no question about that.
That personal approach you talked about, just focusing on team goals, not worried about where the ball comes from. How did you kind of learn to adopt that approach? Did everybody kind of taught that to you, or was it something that came over time?
Just growing up, knowing nothing is given to you, man. I'm from the inner city of Chicago where, you know, it was poverty, you know, nothing was given to me. And you got to go out and work and earn it, you know what I'm saying? So nothing is given to you. You just got to go out there and work. And, you know, when you work, it's going to, you know, be reciprocated and given back to you. So.
You're doing individual drills today, and you got a post, and you came over and started playing catch with Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes. So, what was the connection there?
I'm just a man of people, man. I like to put a smile on people's face. I like to bring joy to the room, and that's just what kind of person I am.
Have you met Jordy
before? He came last year, and I think we talked a little bit. So, yeah.
I noticed last year during early training camp, you'd get ticked off when you dropped the pass.
Yep.
How has that helped you to be calmer, getting yourself more mature, like going out there and attacking?
I think that's everybody, man. Nobody want to drop a pass, nobody want to fumble, but that's just the game, man. It's gonna happen. You can't fight it. So.
Do you handle it differently this year than you did last year?
I wouldn't necessarily say so. It's sometimes I'll get heated up a little more than usual, but it just depends on what mood I'm in. You know, mood changes. You know, that's just the nature of a human. So, yeah.